Hi Aries, thank you so much for coming to your general reading. This is for February 2019, and we're going to go over overall energy for the month, career and finance, relationships, spiritual growth. Well, what do you need to do in order to elevate? And the item that we're repressing that needs to come to light. So what do we need to work on, okay? This can resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. It also can resonate for Jupiter, which is luck and expansion, and that has to do with, probably career and finance. Spiritual growth could possibly be Pluto with transformation, and the item that you need to work on, the darker side of ourselves as we call it, Lilith, okay? So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates on when I post my readings. And if you want to book a personal reading, please check out my website. The link will be down below. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into your reading. Hold on, I gotta turn this bad boy on so you guys can see. All right, shine a little light on this subject, right? Okay. Aries for the month of February 2019. Aries for the month of February 2019. It's overall energy for the month for Aries. Okay. All right. What about career and finance for Aries? Career and finance. Okay, maybe I'll push these up a little bit. So now let's go ahead and talk about relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Romance Angel cards, and I like these, and then I'll also clarify it with maybe one of the tattoo decks, or the tattoo deck, just to make sure, like just in case it's super lovey, then we can also relate it to, family or those kind of things, okay? So what's Aries relationships looking like? Oh, they're worth waiting for. Okay. Can you clarify the worth waiting for Aries for relationships in general? Okay, hopefully, let's see if I put this up top. Beautiful. That's actually really pretty, guys. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead for your spiritual growth and wellness. I'm gonna pull from the, what the hell is it called? The Heal Yourself cards. These are pretty dope, and they kind of just tell us like what we need to work on in order to progress spiritually, okay? So can you please show me one card for spiritual growth for Aries for February 2019? One card for Aries, February 2019. Help from above, beautiful. I feel like another sign also got this. Let me see if I can move this over here so we can stick another card. Okay, hopefully, let's push this over. Sorry, you guys probably want to kill me right now. I just want to make sure you guys can actually physically see the cards, and I'm not rolling off screen, okay? So the next one is your items to work on, and that one's coming from the Black Mirror deck. I'm gonna be honest, like this is probably like my favorite deck, which is weird. This is a Oracle card, okay? What do they need to work on? What's being hidden? Aries, February 2019. What's Aries hiding? Okay, obsession. Okay, I want to clarify one more thing. What are they in their head about? It's kind of interesting that what you need to work on is obsession. When, if you look here, it's like the Four of Swords, right? Like he's totally in his head, like processing everything, thinking about everything, and I do think that that's kind of interesting. So let's ask what exactly you're overly thinking. Okay, well that makes sense. Manifesting. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so first thing, let's go over your overall energy. So obviously you guys are stuck in your head right now. You guys are trying to make a decision about something, but you're staying very quiet. During this period, you're manifesting, right? With the Magician, you guys are coming in as this. You're manifesting, I feel like, what you want for 2019. Hello, let's push this dude off to the side. You're manifesting for what you want for 2019, okay? And you're really, really in a zone where I feel like it's almost hermit mode, but I think maybe not as intense. And I feel like you're always thinking about things right now. And part of me feels like your friends and family don't even know like how much you're truly in your head and in your feelings about things. Now, as the overall message, I definitely feel like you're trying to make a decision on something, or you're juggling two things. This could be, you know, two different jobs that you're having to choose from. This could be two different people. This could be, you know, you deciding, you know, do I still want to continue to, do I want to do underwater basket weaving, or do I want to, you know, take up golf, right? It could be you're in a position where you're trying to make these decisions, and I feel like they're very important to you right now. I also feel like how much time that's passing with you thinking about everything, you're really, 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 during this period, making that plan, right? And figuring out what's best. It's not that typical Aries energy where it's like you react and it's quick, right? It's much different than that. And I think because you guys are typically the trailblazer for everything, right? And you're highly independent, like these decisions are made because you have this time to yourself, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. But be careful with what you're obsessing over, because sometimes when we're in our head like this, it becomes a fixation. And honestly, like, I know better than anybody, because I'm a hot ass mess when I'm thinking something and then I fixate and I think of like 13 different stories, and you know, I'm just end up being crazy. So just be really, really careful with that this month, okay? So the next item you guys have for career and finance, you guys have the Two of Pentacles. So again, this could be a month where you're really kind of having to like rob Peter to pay Paul, right? Just for this little like month. The positive thing is with you balancing, and it also could be that you guys have two jobs and you're juggling between both. But the good thing about this month is that it's going to be over super quick, right? It's like the best time to do all this balancing act has to do, you know, with the shortest month of the year. So I definitely think that that's a positive. And the dope thing about it is you guys are doing it beautifully, right? Like, you're not stressed out. And I feel like people are looking at you right now like, how the hell are they doing that? Like, how are they managing so many things? It also could be a waiting period for your money, right? Like, you're waiting. Here's the waiting for. You know, you're juggling your finances until some type of money comes in, okay? But you're not overly stressed, or you're not appearing to the outside people that you're necessarily stressed out, okay? So I definitely think that that's fantastic. So relationships and love, or I'd say relationships in general. It could be a cat, dog, mother, father, sister, brother, unicorn. I mean, I don't know, right? But it's worth waiting for. So divine timing is at work in your love life. So I feel like this kind of connects with this card right here. You know, either you've been waiting for somebody to come back around, you've been waiting for something to progress, right? Whether that's in a relationship, a love relationship, whether that's with your family, you know, and I feel like you're actually being extremely patient right now, and you're waiting for everything to fall out, right? Fall together. And the crazy thing is, when you guys are doing this, you guys end up with the Ten of Cups, right? A lot of emotional fulfillment. And I think that that's important because you guys right now are having a lot of help from above. So you guys can call on your angels, your, you know, spirit guides, God, universe, whatever you you know, believe in, and start making, you know, start vocalizing what you want, because that's why they're there to help you, right? Hey, I really need help focusing on, you know, this, and that. Is he gonna bark every single word? Probably, because that's George. It's about vocalizing what you need, right? If you need help stopping to fixate right here, stopping being in your head, you need to say, thank you so much for everything that you've done for me thus far. I truly appreciate it. Please help me get out of this mental space that I've been stuck in. And, you know, whatever karma is coming my way, please handle that for me. And please send me the lesson. And any type of, like, you know, spiritual ties or, you know, karmatic relationships, right? Those are those negative ones coming in. You know, please handle that for me. Because by asking that, it's like your guides are like, woo, fantastic. Now we can step in and help. And I feel like that's what they're saying here with the help from above. Like, they're telling you, hey, ask for help. We are here. We're listening. If you don't vocalize it, it's not going to be done. You know, it's like that whole saying, like, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So vocalizing this is very important for you guys. Okay, exactly what you want, because you're going to get it. All right. Now, for your dark mirror, you guys actually have obsession. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. Okay. And as you guys can see, this is, I think it's a, what is it? A waning gift. I can't even talk right now. But this has to do about reflecting on your actions and using the help of others, which is ironic because this is also about help. You know, teach others how to be successful and how to help one another, and reach out to the people that you care about, reach out to loved ones. So if you have any relationships currently that are, you know, a little bit wonky, this time period with this moon here has to do with you reaching out, okay? Now, I'm going to read you the sentence of obsession because I feel like, you know, it explains it beautifully, okay? There is nothing else that can replace my focus. All things led to one, and then they disappeared into one, until only that one remains. So, if we're drowning in obsession, we just need to close our eyes and, you know, understand that this is just for this moment, right? You know, if you're fixating, if things aren't going well, it's like, go to sleep, recharge, and in the morning, it's a brand new morning, right? But it ultimately stops with you. You guys have to want to stop the obsession and be able to identify that there is an obsession going on, right? And honestly, I know this more than anybody. But again, it's also about calling for help. Like, if you're having a hard time, calling on your spirit guides, hey, I need help. I don't want to obsess about this anymore. Can you please help this go away? Then the next day it's gone. You're like, oh shit, this really works, right? So I think you guys have a really, really beautiful reading. Honestly, you're manifesting things. Things are coming through. You're doing a balancing act right now with money, with jobs, with situations. And as stressful as it may seem, people aren't picking up on that. Understanding that your relationships, you know, whatever you're waiting for, it's all going to come full circle and you're going to end up as the 10 of Cups. Okay? Ask for help. And stop obsessing over things like you can't control, or if something's not going your way, like just let it go. And then when you let that shit go, it ultimately comes back. Okay? So with that being said, Aries, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed your general read. I'll be posting love readings coming up here in a few, and the general readings will be back in March. All right? Have a good one. Bye.